here with the head coach, Mike Mincey, after an 81-61 loss to Wayne State this evening. Coach, the turnovers kind of piled up there in the second part of that first quarter. How did that kind of change the game after such a quick start, 8-2 start, but a 20-0 run there from Wayne State?
Well, it's like I told the team. There's a brand of basketball that's played up here in the Midwest, and I think this team plays in the toughest region. Wayne State being playing in the toughest region in the country, and that's why we're up here. We scheduled these tough games because we wanted to put ourselves in this situation. I mean, I didn't come up here to get beat. I didn't come up here to have the performance that we had for especially the first quarter. But it's what happened. It's a physical basketball game. A lot of teams don't hedge ball screens back at our place, and then up here they do, and we didn't even have a chance to really practice. I thought as the game went on, we navigated a little bit better, and it didn't catch us off guard because we knew it was coming, but we just haven't had a chance to really reset, and we've talked about the loss of Lindsay, about what we're going to do there and do at the block, and we've rotated 3 people a night, but I think that because of the physicality of the game, when we drove in there, we just weren't really strong with the basketball, kind of expecting calls and that kind of thing, and those things aren't going to be called. And then you got off to a good start, didn't finish around the rim, but then they just started outrunning us down the floor, and that was what was disappointing. The effort level wasn't there, and our press kind of gave up easy stuff on the backside. So anyway, the first quarter set us back, down 14, and then it got ugly, and then we kind of made a little bit more of a run there in the third quarter when we got more adjusted to how the game was going to be played.
It seemed like offensively, when you got in a half-court set, things seemed to work, but It was just Wayne State offensively. You guys just couldn't get stops, and eventually it led to runouts on their end. What was allowing Wayne State to have such an efficient offensive night?
Well, in the first half, we found that we weren't shooting the ball very well whatsoever, and then we were kind of guarding the rebounder. Sometimes it would be 1, 2, or 3 people. And then they're just sprinting down the floor and throwing over the top of us. And then sometimes it's just missed shots, and they're getting the ball down our backside and able to score. I thought we got that corrected some. Of course, we pressed, we played man, we played zone. We tried everything we could. They shot the ball extremely well, hit 11 threes, shot the ball 50% from the field, 40.7 from the three. I mean, they played extremely well. They shot the ball well. And then you already know what our numbers are, 30% from the field, 5 of 25 from the three-point line. In order to be in that basketball game, we need to obviously shoot the ball better, take care of the ball much better. I think in the first half we had 4 assists to maybe like 11 turnovers or something like that, and that's not how we want to play. We did much better toward the end of the game, but shot making, that's what it's about. You got to put the ball in the bucket, and a lot of times I felt like we got near the rim and kind of forced some things, knowing that and I knew we weren't going to get calls. I mean, they're not going to call that. They're going, you're going to have to score tough baskets down there, and we just didn't do a good enough job tonight of that.
In about 17 hours, you're going to retake the floor against Saginaw Valley, a team that won earlier today. Mm-hmm. How does this team try to set maybe a little bit of a reset button to kind of wipe away what's happened, not just tonight, but what happened Saturday, and try to refocus and go into Thanksgiving with a solid performance and a victory?
Well, that's the good part about basketball in particular is, we don't get 24 hours or we don't get a long time, and tomorrow we get a chance to redeem ourselves. We get a chance to try to prove that we can play much better while we're up here. We got a 1 o'clock tip tomorrow, so it's a short turnaround. But I think our team understands now what is necessary up north here and in the Midwest to play, because Saginaw Valley is a good team. They're a good team. They're physical. They're going to play great defense. And I think that tomorrow there's going to be a much better performance out of our group because they understand what it's going to take to compete up here. And just like I told them in the locker room, coming up here and getting to play in this environment and then getting to play against this physicality, the fundamentals, the effort that's given by the opposing team, I think we can carry that back to the South with us. And now that we've seen it, hopefully we can carry it back with us and use it to our advantage, whether we're